You know, I felt like we had a great game plan coming in. I felt like Marvin Bridge was, kind of on a high emotionally coming in. And of course, the only way it could work out was them to be 1-1 and us to be 1-1, or they were going to be 0-2 and us 2-0. And I felt like they came in with a little more fire than we did. And that's a great credit to Coach Chadwick and his team and their community. I felt like we made some mistakes in coverage in the first half. I think all those things. But then, at halftime, like I've said to everybody here, we had to do us. And Sun Valley has our own style of playing football. And like I told you at the beginning of the year, we feel like by the end of the year we're going to be a pretty good football team. And I feel like we're getting there. There was some talk about punting. But at the end of the day, you don't win ball games like that. You go into overtime, and you never know what overtime's going to happen. And I felt like I had a kid that was running the ball strong second half. I felt like he was churning up yards. And so we felt like let's give it to him. Our defense had played extremely well the whole second half. And let's put it in his hands. Let's put it in our blockers' hands, and let's see what happens. And unfortunately, we didn't block it extremely well. But that's a young man. Like I told the last guy, that's a kid that needed those 4 yards, and he went and got them. He made a kid miss, did a good stiff arm right there, and then just decided he was getting the first down. And that's just as simple as you can put it. At that point, it's about need and not want. And he needed that first down. He knew that I put it in his hands. We said it during the timeout, Albert. I got to have 4, man. Got to have 4. I mean, I don't care what happens. I got to have 4. And he said, Coach, I'll get you 4.
But they was playing real tight. They was blitzing off the edges. And it just come out real hard. But we figured out a way to get through it and get the win.
You were really, you started breaking off some runs toward the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, just wearing them down. And
the line just getting, in front just getting the push we needed.
In the locker room, we decided, we have this. We weren't worried, we weren't nervous, and we told each other, we're going to come out second half and do what we need to do, because that's what we do. As a team, we're a family, and we got each other's back. And so we came out second half and did what we had to do. And describe just making that transition. You're playing defense, a tough game tonight, and then to get your mindset to kick a game-winning field goal. Well, I knew if I had worried more about it, it would have been a lot more difficult. So I just cleared my mind, and I thought about, my teammates always have my back, so I got theirs. So for this last play, I was like, I got y'all. So that's what I told them, and I kicked the field goal.
You can't come out in a big-time conference football game and be flat. And I felt like we were a little flat on our sideline. Felt like we were a little flat on the field. And so I think it showed. And once again, they're a good football team. You can't do that. And Coach Chadwick's a great coach. You cannot do that. So at the end of the day, we had to come back and regroup at halftime. And I felt like our kids did a great job of listening and did a great job of doing what we asked, which was we don't have to do anything special. We have to do us. And as long as we do that, we'll have a chance to win this ball game. And it kind of played out that way.